Welcome to the Blue Review, a program that explores the big blue planet in which we live. Dedicated to all who have ever played behind the blue drums of Prairie View A&M University, and through blood, sweat, and tears made us who we are. Now don't forget, in our world, some things just don't make sense. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome to the Blue Review. I'll be your host, Big Giz. You already know what it is. Today we got special guest, the Caveman. What's up, man? How you doing today?
Doing fine.
Come on out. Let's see you. What's up? Let them know your name, let them know where you're from, and when you crab.
My name, officially right now, is Dr. John Kelly. Crabbed in 2005 from Port Arthur, Texas. Went to Port Arthur, Lincoln. Graduated from Port Arthur Memorial.
Man, Port Arthur, Lincoln. That's that school right there. That's too bad, man. I wish they were still around. They put a lot of names out there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, shout out Trent, all them cats, you know what I'm saying? Van J.
Van
J.
Ace.
Yeah. A lot of history, That's what's up. Port Arthur and the school I came from, we didn't put a couple of players out there. That's cool, man. That's what's up. Let's see. So, what years were you captain?
I was section leader 2009.
2009. Who did you work with at that time?
Are you saying specifically on
players? You know, whoever you could back
It was me, DeAndre Allen, David Hudson. We the ones on the Quints.
Big names, right? Respect the names.
We all legends on these drums. Of course, worked with Larry.
I like Larry. He's a good guy. I saw him the other day at that drum corps show.
Oh yeah,
we got to hang out over there.
Larry doing his thing. He got his masters. He need to come on and come
back
over here.
Speaking of which,
and do his thing.
Let him know about where you got your degrees and what degrees you've earned so far.
So I got a music performance degree, BA from PVAMU University. Got a Bachelor of Science, Criminal Justice from PVAMU University. Went over to U of H. Got a Master of Science in Psychology. Also got an MBA in Public Relations. Went to South Texas School of Law. Currently at Life University. I got my PhD in Psychology. PV does produce productive people.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Be like you when I grow up. That's what's up. Let's see. I know you were wearing your hat. You want to tell them a little bit about that?
Well, this hat right here, actually is part of my uniform for the Houston Rockets drumline.
Going pro.
I was on the drumline for the Houston Rockets last year, Sonic Boom, with a couple of guys. Marched here at Prairie View also. Of course, they came well after me, but yeah, that was real fun. Once again, like I said, PV produces productive people. We go from watching here in the band to, well, you're actually being paid. Doing what you love with the Houston, a multi-billion-dollar organization.
That's what's
up. Get a chance to hang out with James Harden, you know, really rub elbows with a lot of these cats that got these pockets.
Big time. Yeah.
That was real nice.
All right, boss. Let me ask you this. What was the reason you chose to be a part of PV's drumline? Why did you come here versus somewhere else?
Well, it was two reasons. The first reason from Port Arthur, you know, we bred PV. That was just something we bred the box way. And I remember my mother, 2 weeks before she died, I remember I was listening to a PV band cadence. I was actually listening to a sequence. I remember she came in the living room and she was going off because she was like, there you go, listen to all that band music again, And, you know, I got up and I went in the laundry room where she was supposed to close. And I said, well, you know what, Mama? You might not like the band music, but I love it. But I promise you, I will go to Prairie View, I'll make the drum line, and I graduate with a couple of degrees. And, you know, like I say, 2 weeks later, she died from cancer. So it was like then when I found out she died, it seemed like everything was just like, okay, you made a promise and you have to keep it. And that was a couple of reasons why I came to Prairie View. I mean, that's all you hear in Port Arthur, Prairie View University. That's all you hear. And there was no other drumline that I honestly cared about looking into other than PV's.
Wow, man, that's a great story. A lot of people don't understand how much love and how much, you know, we put into the drumline back then, and how much we care about, you know, what goes on here.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. I just wanted to ask you, what are some of the struggles you went through as a freshman? Give me a little something about that.
As a freshman, I guess one of my hardest things was, I wouldn't want to say being away from home, but kinda you was on your own, you know. You're out here. It wasn't many of me. When I say me, I mean it wasn't many people from Port Arthur. That was my craft with it. So you know, I was here. I was one deep. So you know, it was just
different culture.
Yeah, it was a different culture. It's something that you got used to. You know, my daddy dropped me off. He told me, you know what you're getting yourself into? Don't call me unless they kill you. And you know, he went up University Drive, and swear to God, he never looked in the rearview mirror. And I was just like, okay, this is real. Like it is real. Like I'm here. Okay, we gotta get with it. You know, you had problems. Sometimes you didn't have food, but you know, that was life.
That's what your CBs are for.
That was like, that's your crab brothers for. Yeah, crab brothers and crab sisters. Get your noodles on, you know. Hey, let me use some of them points.
Yeah.
So, that's kind of how it was.
What do you think a person coming here to Prairie View wanting to play these multi-tenors right there should do in preparation before they get here? Since you were, you know, a hog in the game, you let them know what they need to come on with.
First things first, come with an open mind.
You don't know everything.
Because granted, you know, luckily for you, I'm not here no more. So it's not like that. You don't have that stress of an older person and constantly being on you like that. But like, you got some pillars, preferably feather pillars. If you can get your wrist together, I mean, at least 2 hours a night. I'm talking about after you get done with actual band practice.
Any strong player should be able to play on anything. You know, you should be able to play on anything. It shouldn't matter.
You should be able to play. You're right. You should be able to play on anything. But of course, the pillars we was all taught.
Right. Get
that wrist together, like you really want. Do some research on what you about to get yourself into. That's one thing my daddy taught me. Research. Know what you're getting yourself into before you get into it. That way, you won't go into a situation blind. I mean, it's ample amount of YouTube video of PVAMU from the time that I march, he march. You know, it's ample. Look up the cadences that we play, and you know,
respect what's here, and learn all of our previous material. Yeah. That way, they can, you know, we can grow from there. You have to know where you came from to move forward.
To know where you're going. You know, just learn as much as you can like that. That way, when you get here, you will have a somewhat idea of what it's gonna be.
Get that PV flavor.
Yeah. That's how it is. You know, that's my advice. And do a lot of push-ups.
Cardio.
Yeah. Now that I'm a trainer, you know, do a lot of stomach crunches, man. I mean, do a lot of pull-ups.
These drums are heavy. They ain't no joke. You have to put some weight on your back.
It'll work on your back. You know, it ain't for the faint of heart. I can tell you that. You know, you might have a feature where you got to come down, do a roll, throw the drum up, put the drum down, and I mean, you make one false move, or your back not together, shit, you didn't possibly messed up the entire field show. You know, but
speaking of field shows, what's one of your most memorable moments with the box?
Man, got so many of those.
I'm sorry, with PV's drumline, you know, I don't mean nothing about it.
No, that's all right. Well, of course, yeah. Then when I was marching, it was the box. My most memorable moment is, if like I said, it's so many of them. I would have to honestly say in 2008 Angel City Classic, we played Morehouse.
Morehouse?
We played.
I've never even seen Morehouse live.
We played Morehouse, and I remember, I think it was that Friday. The box and Morehouse drumline was supposed to have a performance, a cohesive performance, or let's just say a battle. We were supposed to have a battle at the scholarship game the night before, but what happened was, because PV band made it to the pep rally that morning late, Morehouse band was like, we're gonna let Prairie View drumline do that thing by themselves. Well, coincidentally, the MC of the football game was actually at the gala that night. And we was talking like, man, we really want to see Morehouse. We really want to see Morehouse. And he was like, well, what if I gave y'all 6/4 tomorrow? And we kind of was like, can you do that? And he looked at us like, what you mean? Of course I can. And so we was like, okay, yeah, go and do it. And lo and behold, after the game, after we had a 5th quarter, you know, after we smashed Morehouse, the band, he got on the mic and was like, so what's up with the drumline battle?
Oh, man.
What's up with this 6/4? And it was crazy because Professor Gordon actually let us go down there. And
shout out Mark Gordon.
Yeah, shout out Mark Gordon, you know what I'm saying? Frat Brother QK side, you know what I'm saying? Alpha chapter. He let us go down there and we did what we do. You know, we represented Texas. You know, we represented Prairie View. You know, I mean, we
put it down one time.
Oh my God, we killed them.
I haven't seen that footage. I haven't seen that.
You have to find it on YouTube. I've seen it on YouTube last week. I can't remember how, but you know, with band footage like that, it's hit and misses. It's coming and going. Mm-hmm. And that wasn't even the highlight of that point. The actual highlight of the point is when we were done, we had marched out. We haven't even put our drums up, and a lady came and asked one of our tenor players, "Do you mind if my kid take a picture with you?" Yeah. He was like, "Okay, well, being that we are brothers, we all jumped in a picture." And while she was taking a picture, it was an entire line lined up behind this woman. I'm not gonna lie, I signed some things that, hey,
famous, you know.
I signed.
We all have celebrities around. Yeah.
We were celebrities for like, swear to God, for like 2 hours. Like the rest of the band was sitting on the buses looking at us like, okay, we ready to go eat, and y'all over here signing autographs and it was so memorable. Because I remember somebody told me when I was a freshman, one day you're gonna see what it actually means to be part of the box, part of Prairie View Drumline, and this was 2008. I came in 2005, so you can imagine 3 years marching, and then it got to that point. It was so overwhelming. I actually told myself, I'm like, this what it really meant to be in the box on the Prairie View University Drumline. You know, probably it was came down now. Okay, enough with the autographs. We gotta go get something to eat. This is the hotel that we're gonna be at. If y'all want to get out, and believe it or not, people actually came to the hotel and we were still signing autographs, and that probably was the most memorable moment I've ever had in my life.
Wow, that's
on this drumline, other than being able to march
about that, man.
Yeah,
that's what's up.
That was a big deal for us.
Okay, so let me ask you this big question: what are your top 3 PV cases?
Number one is gonna always be sequence. It's just, I love that marching.
That's our stamp.
It's something about that marching cadence that it's the best. That's gonna always be my favorite. My second cadence, to be honest, probably would be Taste. It was made up by a couple of cats we mentioned earlier from Port Arthur.
Absolutely.
You know, Adrian Arsenault, Trent Scott. And so put the names together, you get Taste. And then my last cadence, and I gotta be honest, it would actually be one of the newer ones that we played, and it's actually Stoplight.
Yeah, big fan of
that cadence sings something serious. It really does.
All right. What do you like to see when you come down to Prairie View and watch the drum line? What do you like to see, and what do you not like to see?
What I would like to see is definite intensity. I need to see that. Like when you tap off that marching cadence, when you hit your first eight measures or counts, or however you want to put it, it has to be so intense that when the quints bring the rest of the drum line in, everybody already know it's about to be straight fire. And that's something that's small, minute. That's you know, I care about the small stuff, not so much the big stuff. And that's small to me. That's tiny. Aggressiveness, seriousness. You gotta have this look of, hey, we're going to war. I don't care if you're going right across the street to play at this elementary school. You want them teachers to be able to tell the kids, hey, you see their faces? They're serious. They're not playing no games. You know, because it is something serious. This is a craft that you have perfected time and time again, and you made it, obviously, to Prairie View University. You know, sometime in your life, you looked at Prairie View. You thought about going to Prairie View. You might have thought of going to Southern, TSU, UAPB, whomever. It did not matter. Somehow you landed at Prairie View. This is how we do at Prairie View. It's an intense thing. That's what I like seeing. What I would like to, what I don't want to see is lagging. No intensity. Like, you know, you're playing the part.
Too cool, man.
You know, you're playing the part. We got a saying here, Prairie View University. You play through the drum. You know, our pyramid is real big, not small. Not small. It's a big pyramid sound that wall of sound that we have. So I don't want to see, obviously, stick drops. I'm saying it because I just dropped my sticks. You know what I'm saying? But don't want to see no drop kicks. Don't want to see nobody smiling. You know what I mean? I don't care if your mama on the sideline. You know, if you're going to smile, do it away from the camera because you never know who's watching. And in today's age and technology, somebody catch you smiling, first thing, now you done became a meme.
Absolutely.
Guess what happens at PV when you see what I'm saying? And you don't want to go through that. That stuff I don't want to see. But other than that, you know, I mean, just love it. Enjoy it. Because now you're a part of history. Absolutely. You're going to be a part of history. You're going to get a chance to stamp your name somewhere in history. I came in 2005. I'm a living legend. You know, yeah, I've had people that came 20 plus years before me, living legends. 30 plus years before them, living legends. What will your stamp be? What will you do to stamp your name in the ranks of one of the best out of Prairie View University?
Speaking of that, what do you see for Prairie View Drumline in the future?
I see growth as what I can see now. They're young, they're motivated, and they're hungry, and I see them getting that respect that they deserve, that they truly deserve, getting it back.
Yep.
That's what I see.
I really appreciate you coming out, spending a few minutes with everybody, and let them know a little bit about yourself. That's real, and that's what's up, man. And good to see you. Always, you know, all that. All right. And here at the Blue Review, just remember, we want you to move forward and set goals and achieve them. You know, and me and my man here can't wait to see y'all down in Prairie View and bring in the next generation. Don't forget, here at the Blue Review, if we didn't get a chance to roast you today, we're gonna roast you tomorrow. Bro, is your Wi-Fi working?
I thought I was tripping, bro. Is your Wi-Fi not working either?
Place one sucks.
Bro, everywhere in this place sucks, bro. Tell me about it.
I can't play my Xbox. I can't do nothing.
My girl's coming over later. I can't load the Netflix.
Stupid. Was it?
What? Bro, she's bad.
Go holler at her.
Bro, you go first.
You go.
$10.
I don't got $10.
$100?
Bet.
Bet.